playing some more automation. Now, today we are building the family utility car. 1962. The reason why I went up 2 years is so that we can actually have some technologies from the 1960s while also not being too far ahead. I will not be updating the Atom, and I've looked and there is no other body that I would have chosen for the Atom, so everything is fine there. And from now on, every car will always be built 2 years after, so it's always 1962. The next season will then be 1972, then 82, and so on. But that's not important for now. For now, what is important is that you know that all the cars for this season will be built in 1962. Now, let's get started with the family utility car. I chose this body as it is plenty big and plenty American, I guess, American family sedan, while still being, fairly normal. Now, let me just quickly set up the chassis and then I'll walk you through. Right, so I have chosen steel as the panel material, steel as chassis material, leather for the chassis type, and I will make it front transverse with solid axle coils front and rear. I thought about using torsion beams, but they limit everything, but they limit it to front wheel drive, and this thing will most certainly be rear wheel drive. Now, let's continue on to the engine. For this, I think I'm just gonna quickly go through. I'm going to make it a 90-degree V6. That is. Oh, right. Excuse me as I quickly make it on longitudinal because I do want this thing to be rear wheel drive. Cast the size. Give me a second. Right, here we go. A 2-liter V6. I did not want to have it be too big because, yes, I could do this and then we'll go like there and fine. Okay, give me a second. I've decided to keep it as a 6-cylinder because I know that I'm going to make too much power with an 8-cylinder. Then, for now, I'm just going to make everything cast. We can change that later on. I think we shall go with this. Leaded, regular. Let's actually move that to, I don't know, here. Buck and rev. Cast, lock. Do give it dual. And then let's do reverse flow actually. Roughly here. And now give me a second. All right, and with that, the engine is done. I didn't change anything here. I actually didn't have to change anything here. We now have an 8.1 to 1 compression, 37 cam, and 87 springs and lifters. We still have a 2-barrel single carburetor compact intake. We are still using 92 regular leaded RON, or fuel. 92 RON, but I've actually put it down to 90 RON, and we are there. Fuel mixture 30.5, ignition timing 45, and an RPM rate of 6,500. Cast lock dual 69.8mm with dual reverse. So mufflers. As such, we are at 90 horsepower, and I think that's fairly good. I'm actually going to make these round because I never actually use the round ones, so I decided why not. Now let's listen to how this thing sounds. I'd say it sounds quite nice. Then, let's go ahead and just... I'm gonna go through it again, design everything, and then I'll walk you through it. Alright, so here is the overview for the rest of the car. Longitudinal rear-wheel drive manual 4 gears, top speed of 167. Actually, I need to change that because I changed some other stuff. Go. Apparently has some slight issues with wheel spin. Brake fade, well, open diff. Cross ply, hard long life, 155 in the front, 160 in the rear. They are very thin, but that's just how it is. I know. Look, I'm gonna. Yeah, it means I'm gonna have to change brake again. Now they actually look. Two seats in the front, 3 in the rear, basic standard. Probably power steering because it needs to have that. Didn't do anything on here. Standard springs, normal tune plus a bit of thing to make it work. And just like that, we have a good passenger fleet car. Yes, it's supposed to be from a utility, or at least that's what I said, but in all honesty, they went wagon. This is a passenger fleet car. It's your standard American everyone's car, sort of like the everyman's car. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and design this. Afterwards, go it off to you. Right, and here we are in BeamNG Drive with the Falcon Ensemble. Right, well, next to it I have the old Falcon fan. And, well, obviously the fins are ground by now. But, other than that, actually at the different Falcon logo, but I do not think that matters all too much. Falcon Ensemble. The front, I think you can still recognize the brand. And yeah, let's first drive the old Falcon just to see how that one was. a little four-cylinder. That is coils in the front and coils in the rear. I was a bit surprised that this thing only got a four-cylinder. I think the small six-cylinder I put now is a lot more, I don't know, American. Also, tires on this one are thin as fuck. But also the engine didn't, doesn't make that much power, so it doesn't really matter. Right, I'm just gonna do a full power U-turn like I did in the other video. They don't. Okay. That's great. Right, well. Just for fun, let's try this one now. That sounds mean. Wheel spin, yay. It sounds nice enough. Certainly better than the other one. Alright. I'm gonna do that U-turn thing because I feel like it. So I think I made the brakes too strong on this one. Yeah, it's just gonna really spin that one wheel. Okay, well. Let's do the standard driving I always do here. AKA take the jump here. Okay, well. And then just go on the water, and unlike last, I'm not going to spend too much time here. Especially since this thing won't... oh. That's light. But not enough to be, I don't know, fun. Like, it's not as slidey as I would have thought it would be. Right. It is slightly... Okay. Oh, no. Oh god, I hope that was on me. No. Let's take the off-road course first, as usual. That's cool. Alright. Well, surprisingly nice to surprisingly nice to drive on dirt and overall. I guess that's what you would hope from a simple commuter. Drivability is what I mean. I think that should be obvious. Anyways. And, well, I guess the hard, long life crossplies do have enough grip on dirt to work fairly well. I think there might be a bit of a snapping thing if you go one way too fast, but at the same time that was downhill again. Just like last time, so I think it just might be that downhill you have to be a bit careful, which I guess makes sense. Guess we'll see if it snaps on the handling circuit then. This weird thing which I'm still not sure how to drive through here. Like, are you supposed to drive on the wall, or are you supposed to do whatever? I don't know. Obviously, up. The suspension of this thing can take it. Now let's see if we can get up here. Barely. Oh. Good enough. Now, get to the handling circuit. Nailed it. Let's go. Right? I was not paying attention, was I? No, I wasn't. Let's try again. Right. I think it quite a lot at that point. Causes issues, I don't know. Well, let's not worry about that and just drive. A little way less grip than I expected, but I should have expected. They are, as in they are, only hard long life compound. Don't want to drive on the dirt too much. We already did that. I don't think it snaps, just that it has less grip than what you would want, I guess. Well, you really don't need that much grip from this thing, but for the AutoGames you would certainly want more grip, and obviously also for lapping you would going to a racetrack you would want more grip, but other than that, car's not bad. Drives nicely actually. Certainly slower than the Atom, but that's to be expected. That I saved that. Certainly slower than the Atom, but that's to be expected. Still a bit of The rear is quite happy to step out from every now and then, but it is a V6 rear-wheel drive. That's you would kind of expect the. Anyways, let's go to the big racetrack. Long lap. And then afterwards I'll go on a time trial again and do the short track version to get ourselves a time. I wonder if they did any updates since then that possibly fixed the issue from last time. Oh, I forgot. Around here, way too slow to actually cause. Wonder what top speed we'll hit on the long straight. Then I'm gonna. Wow, this thing has surprisingly good brakes. I don't know why the automation was complaining about brake fit and other stuff, because I don't think we're gonna have it with how good these brakes are. They seem more than powerful enough that you don't need to use them for too long. And now let's check our top speed. Well, at the very least the top speed that we can reach on this straight. Oh well, we are actually 70. I could have avoided by 20. I hit the corner correctly. Well, mostly correctly. Go. Last few parts of the circuit. Still need to figure out where to best, brake for this one. Full turn. I hope this car doesn't have issues with this. I wonder how the Turismo, or whatever I'm going to rename that one to, is gonna. Okay, what the hell this time? Actually, remember how it did last time. Anyways. Cross the line. Great, let's let me start the time trial, and then I'll be right back with you. Let's go. See how fast this car is around the track. Now, this is not the first try, so I already know that I can take it pretty much full throttle. Most of it, that beginning did not go as planned. Usually it doesn't slide that much. But yeah, around here I can just let it get up to nice good speed. That's slower than last time. That's something. This might actually go really well. Dissonance slighted. Accelerate again. Come on, come on. Holy shit, that was so much faster. Yeah, the 133.8 was the first attempt. The 134.1 was the second attempt. And now I just get a 129. I'm not even sure what I did differently. Well, other than the beginning. I did the beginning very differently because during those first two tries I hit the brakes for some fucking reason. But that's 4 seconds. Well, I'm not complaining. A 129. Well, something tells me I'm gonna have to give all the other cars multiple tries now too. Just to give them a chance to get, you know, really good tries in to make it more fair. But still, a 129.8 from the Falcon compared to the 124.2 from the Atom. That's not that much difference between two cars that should be very different. Oh well. Anyways, thank you very much for being here and watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you again next time. See ya!